Hi, today's good person to know is Ronan Archibald, Social Media Coach Manager at Hootsuite, and his talk is on how to manage your content on social media. Ronan says listen for mentions of your brand and find out who's talking about it. He says to listen to conversations about the industry and about your competitors because you can use that as a potential competitive advantage. Ronan says audit what profile exists around your brand and what's being shared, to set goals and benchmarks to see if you're going in the right direction, and to think about the content, the who, the where, the what and the how of your content. And then he says to measure it by leveraging the free tools accessible to you. Ronan then explains how Hootsuite can help in managing that process and says the company, Hootsuite, did some research and the number one reason for going onto social was to increase leads and divert traffic to your website. He says it's unrealistic to use all the various social media platforms and that there isn't enough hours in the day unless you've got a dedicated resource, someone who's doing all the work for you. So Ronan says that you need to ask yourself, where are your customers and what should you be talking to them about when you're on social? Now, for those of you who don't know, Hootsuite is absolutely amazing. It's what I use, and it allows you to be more efficient with your time. He says the 4 key benefits are it manages your social media presence, schedules contents in advance so that you can plan your time more effectively. It enables real-time conversations and it allows you to connect with existing and new customers. Ronan concludes by saying measure and adapt by using the analytical technologies out there so that you can be constantly in line with your objectives. This video is particularly relevant for anybody who just wants to know how to divert more traffic to their website. So I hope you enjoy this video and thank you for watching.
Start with social listening. Listen to mentions of your brand or find out if nobody's talking about your brand yet. Listen to conversations around your industry and listen to conversations around your competitors. Use that competitive information to gain advantage on your closest competition. Second, audit. Understand what social profiles exist around your brand, who has access to them, and what content is being shared on those social networks. Empower your employees to collaborate with you on social, but never take your eye off the ball when it comes to giving your brand to another person on social. 3, goals. Setting clear goals that you can measure, benchmark, and understand if you're going in the right direction. Content. The where, the who, the what, and the how of your content. Answer those key questions and put that strategy in place. And finally, measure. Understand if you're going in the right direction. Leverage free and paid technology to understand what your metrics look like in social. Are you driving people to your website? Are you growing your social community? Fundamental. And never forget to iterate. Once you measure, understand if you're going in the right direction, constantly adapt your social media strategy depending on your results. Take this opportunity to use those brand advocates for you in social media and engage with them. Cooperate with them. At Hootsuite, we are all about empowering our employees to collaborate together in social media. It's a fundamental part of operating as a social organization. But you need to have procedures in place to understand who has access to these social profiles and what they're doing with your brand. I speak to a lot of SMBs who allow their employees to collaborate and engage with social and just share different pieces of content as and when they like. And what that results in is a very diluted tone of voice when it comes to social. You need to be able to empower your employees to collaborate on social, but to do so with a consistent voice that represents your brands. We asked our customers at Hootsuite, this business year, 2014, what are the 3 goals that you have top of mind for your business? The vast majority of our customers said they want to use social content to drive people back to their web properties, drive people back to their websites, in the hope that they'll convert. Almost half said they were focused on growing the community around their brand and social. So increasing the amount of people that follow them on Twitter, increasing the amount of likes that they have on Facebook, growing that community, making it bigger around their brand. And the final group said they want to use it to deliver marketing campaigns and branding campaigns. So using social to increase brand awareness, change perceptions of their brand. These are our top 4 social networks in Europe. Facebook, 280 million. Twitter, 65 million active users. It's going to be up to you to decide which of these social networks will take priority as part of your social media strategy. It's unrealistic for anybody who does not have a dedicated social media manager to attempt to be on every single social network that's available. What you need to be able to do is to ask the question of where are my customers in social media? Basically, when you're looking at your core audience, who are the people you are trying to reach? What does your target demographic look like? You need to be able to map this back to where they are most active in social in order to have a more efficient social media marketing strategy. Now we'll talk about the what. The meaty stuff. What do I actually talk about when it comes to social? I was speaking to a customer of ours in Hootsuite who has 3 businesses in the northwest of England, and his business is bike repair. He has 3 outlets for which he does bike repair. What is the reason for your business being in existence? Why did you create your business? And he was like, well, we help customers fix their bike. And I said, no, that's what you do. I want to know why you are in existence. So he started thinking for a bit, and then he said, I started my business because I love cycling. That is my passion. And I wanted to be able to enable other people to experience the joy of cycling. That is what he talks about in social today. That is the story of his business, and that's what he turns into content today in order to communicate with his customers through social media. So ask yourself, what is the core business objective for your company? And using stories to translate that to social media. Do you have time to sit on Facebook.com? Do you have time to sit on Twitter and send tweets 5 or 6 times a day? The answer to this is embracing technology like Hootsuite. Technology such as Hootsuite allows you to be far more efficient with your time when it comes to sharing information on social, connecting with new and existing customers, and measuring the success of your social campaigns. 4 key benefits of what a platform like Hootsuite can do for you. First of all, you can manage your social media presence directly from one dashboard. Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, your blogs, your email even. You can manage all of those in one cloud-based application that you can go to once, twice, maybe 3 times a day. You can schedule and amplify interesting content. So the way the majority of our SMB customers use Hootsuite is on the first day of every week, or the first business week of every month. They sit down and they plan in advance the key strategic posts they want to share on social media. And that means the pressure is off then over the next 4 weeks to actually be creating live content all the time. Now I say this with a caveat because social media is about real-time information and real-time engagements. So I always push my customers to adopt a 60-40 rule when it comes to scheduling versus live real-time content. It's perfectly okay to schedule in advance the key posts that you want to go out over the next month, but do not ignore real-time conversations. Conversations around topical things that interest your customers. The final benefit is finding new customers and connecting with existing customers. Lots of tools in the dashboard, from listening to Twitter lists to profile information that allows you to locate existing and new customers. You need to have clear goals when it comes to social media. And the final step is using analytics technology like Hootsuite to measure and see if you are on track when it comes to achieving those goals. When you talk about growing your community, goals or KPIs you would have for that objective would be the amount of Twitter followers you have, and the amount of people that are connected with you on Facebook or LinkedIn. Analytics, like Hootsuite, allow you to measure and understand if you are going in the right direction or if you've gone off track. In which case you can step back and ask yourself, am I communicating to the right people with the right content on the right platform?